Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday crafternoon. Today is January the 11th. It's 1/1/1. Pretty cool date, isn't it? Anyway, my name is Dawn Burchett. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything, inks, paper, stamps, and all the blingy things. And as you find me in your newsfeed, go ahead and say hello. Hey, Evelyn, happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. Anyway, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. Don't say your couch. I know you want to. Anyway, I have some fun things for you guys today. As always, right? Sunday is a fun day. We love to get inky. Although today we're not going to get inky. Hey, Sue, happy Sunday crafternoon. I miss you. Haven't seen you at Starbucks in a while. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started so we can dive into some cards, because I think I have four or five cards. I kind of lost track. Anyway, if you have not already and you'd like to keep in touch with me, I'd love to keep in touch with you. Go ahead and scan the QR code. Hey, Kristen, happy Sunday crafternoon. The camera on your phone will scan that silly looking thing and it'll take you right over where you need to go. We call it a landing page, where you put your name and your email address in, push the button, it'll send over to me, and you are automatically all set to go to be part of my email newsletters. I'd love to keep in touch with you. Also, if you see anything that you would like to shop for, if you're making your shopping list while we play today, go ahead and check this out. There are some more QR codes. This one is to shop my store. This one is in case you'd like to shop and get a discount. If you would like to get that discount on all your items, go ahead and make sure that you look at that there. Otherwise, this is the information to my online store, and I appreciate all your orders. And we're going to get into why it's a really good time right now in January to go ahead and shop. But first of all, just a couple quick things. I might have to just lose internet. That was really weird. Of course, because I'm live, right? Okay, let's start over. So my blog, you're going to want to jump over there after we're done. About, I don't know, within 30 minutes after we're done here. I have a blog post which shows you all of the projects that we've done today. Although today we're going to alter them a little bit. And you guys are going to be interactive with me today. So make sure to get your fingers limber, get them on the keyboard, because we're going to have a little bit of fun today, something a little bit different. And I want you to participate. It's all about participation today. But anyway, you're going to find the cards made today over on my blog, along with the replay that I will also load up onto YouTube. So look at dawnscreativechalet.com for my blog, Dawn's Creative Chalet Paper Crafting Instructor on YouTube, and make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you love my content, make sure to share it with your friends. The more the merrier. I'm really trying really hard to get to 1K, and we're almost there, you guys. We're just like this close. Also, I have a little gifty for you if you share this with your friends. So there's a share button right underneath to where you're viewing, or possibly on the side, upper part, yada yada. But if you share my Facebook Live, I have a little something for you. So go ahead and do that. And then I'll need to have you go ahead and direct message me your mailing address so I can send it to you. I'm going to tease you a little bit. Anyway, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Let's see. Oh, a couple of things. This Thursday is Creative Card Class. I have a couple of seats yet open. It's $30 or free with a minimum order. We're going to be making some Valentine cards, and we're going to get really spritzy. That's a hint. A little spritzy and a little inky and a lot of hearts. Okay, it's going to be a really fun class, and like I said, it's this Thursday. Let me know no later than tomorrow by 6 p.m. as I've been cutting paper and getting class kits all set for everybody, and I'd love to have you here. Also, the following week, we're kind of crunching all the classes together in January. On the 22nd, we're going to have a product-based class. I have some things up my sleeve. Right now, it's cards. I was really involved in some things yesterday, super cool, that I can't wait to share with you guys. But Anyway, so I need to get on that class for the 22nd. I have cards designed, but I had something up my sleeve. I just haven't gotten there yet. So we'll see what happens with that, right? But nonetheless, it'll be a cute class. It's a product class, and it's with the Made with Love products that are in the mini catalog. So it's all Valentine themed. Really cool stuff. And also, as we get into February, I'm not going to overwhelm you too much. That's enough as far as classes. But the first Friday of February, I think what day, what year, what month are we in? It all blends, right? Anyway, first Friday in February, which is the 6th, I will be over at Starbucks from noon to 2. I've been actually getting there early because I like to grab that particular table. You guys know, if you know, you know. Anyway, noon to 2 over at Starbucks in Ludington, Michigan for a free little make and take. And, of course, free friendship as well. And just to mark on your calendar at this point for May the 16th, I'm going to have my BOGO event. That's where I get rid of my retired product. It's got to go. So what you spend at my sale, you get the same amount in product out of the new annual catalog. So it's a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. And gosh, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk to you guys about the good stuff. So if you do go ahead and you're shopping along and you reach the $75 mark, you get to participate. Actually, no, $50 on this one. I'm sorry. I got two things going on in my brain. So for bonus days, it's for every $50 increments. You receive a coupon for $5. So this is how it works. You go ahead and shop all of January until the end of the day on February 2. For every $50, Stampin' Up! Is sending you these emails that says that you have a coupon. So whether you have 1 or 10 in there that you know you've earned, open it. You're going to see these codes that are like this long. Go ahead and make sure that you flag it. Save that email because I can't retrieve it, nor can you. So it's your responsibility to keep track of those emails, tuck them in a safe spot, and then you're going to copy and paste those coupon codes in February when you shop at my online store. You can use them all at once. You can scatter them if you decide you'd like to do several orders during February. So very cool. They're each worth $5. There's no limit on the amount of coupons that you can earn. And the cool thing is what I did, because I used to do this when we had Celebration. I always took full advantage of Celebration, right? I like to make sure that I'm stocked up on my card stocks. Also things that I use every single day, like blades for my trimmer, adhesives, white cardstock in particular, white, black, beige, yeah, all those basics that you know you use every day, any type of adhesives. Of course, dimensionals, but I think we're either low on inventory or we're temporarily out of dimensionals. Can you guys believe that? I was going to put an order in. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the dimensionals? Anyway, I know they'll be back. It's just, you know, people like me that just love dimensionals. And they're all doing the same thing. We're stocking up. We're getting the coupons so we can get a good deal in February as well. So anyway, that is going on. Collect them until February 2. Spend them February 3 through February 28th. And yes, you have to use them by February 28th. After that point, they are null and void. Woohoo! Now, if you decide to shop a little more, you're going to be rewarded by having the opportunity to get a product of the month. So at the $75 mark, as you shop along before shipping and tax, you have the opportunity to purchase the product of the month for $5. Every month it is something different. So this month is Fabulous Sayings. You guys check out this stamp set. I love it. It's just cool fonts and it's sentiments. This will never go out of style, right? Like, everybody can use this. So anyway, if you hit the $75 mark, you can purchase this for $5. The other really cool thing is we had a little bit of this. Now, I don't know if it's still available, but what they said that they would do is carry over the month before's product if they still had it available, again, as while supplies last. So if you did not get this in December as the program started, or promotion, or whatever you want to call this, they had some of this left over, and they put it as a choice that you could purchase instead of the stamp set and do this. So right now, as far as I know, you have 2 different items available there. And no, you cannot get more than one of whatever it is that you choose. You can't. So the system knows. Also, I like to reward you when you spend the minimum of $75 or more at my online store with the bundle of the month. It's a video class, and for the month of January, we are featuring Nature's Symphony, and it is 16 beautiful projects with this gorgeous, actually suite of product, not just a bundle, but a suite. And it comes complete with color photos, all the measurements, and video instruction for all 16 projects. It's a value of $30, but it's yours for free with a $75 minimum order. This is something that I send you directly. It's a special from me. So if you don't get it instantaneously, don't panic. I don't live at my computer, but I will send it within 24 hours of your order. That I do know, because I won't be able to miss it. So I just want to remind you about that, because I know some of you are collecting these every month. They're a lot of fun. Also, just to let you guys know real quick, I didn't get them yet. I should get them this week. But if you want to pause this, if you watch the replay, we have 3 new kits for January in the kits collection, which is something different than Paper Pumpkin. I have some customers that are getting this mixed up a little bit. So I just wanted to let you guys know these do not require a subscription. Paper Pumpkin is a subscription-based product. So anyway, I just wanted to give you item numbers and the cost of those. The Adopt-A-Pet is super cute. It's 3D, has the pets and the little, I don't know, things like a dog house for the dog and the box for the kitty cat and all that fun stuff. And then we have the Butterfly Garden, which is just that, butterfly cards, and it does have a stamp set. And then we also have Lots to Love kit, and that is a non-stamping kit as well as Adopt-A-Pet. So I just wanted to flash those at you this morning. And just a reminder, as of today, we can start signing up for, if you are not already subscribing to Paper Pumpkin and you are into the Easter thing and cute little baskets and eggs and all the pretty spring colors, starting today through February 10th, you may grab up Celebrate Spring for Paper Pumpkin's February kit. Is going to be making 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and coordinating pretty envelopes. So just a reminder on that one. Also, I know this is like November. Why are you showing this? Because there's actually a Valentine set in here, the Valentine Kisses. But anyway, I just want to remind you that that is still available in the online store as far as Valentine product. It came out back in November. And then we also have the brand new January online exclusives along with our mini catalog, which is on my table here somewhere. Oh, if you can see my room today, it's pretty crazy in here. It's like a jungle. Crafting jungle. Anyway, so brand new products that are out. And I just got a bunch of swaps back, but I don't think we're going to have time to go through those today. But yeah, like 40 more cards. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, just want to remind you, check in the online store for things. Do a search under online exclusives, and you can narrow it down to like the newest online exclusives, so you can really see what is out there that's brand new. I know I'm always about, give me what's brand new. I want to know. But anyway, a lot of fun stuff going on with products. And you know what? The mini catalog is gorgeous. So if you do need a catalog, if you haven't gotten one, I know a couple people that I thought I sent one to, it didn't make it to them. So if that's the case, you don't already have a demonstrator, let me know. I can get one to you. Or if you know you've been shopping with me and I know you've been shopping with me and you haven't gotten your catalog, please let me know. and I will make sure to send another out in the mail. I don't know. I don't get the mail system. It drives me crazy. Okay, today we are working with some really fun designer series paper, and there is absolutely no stamping on these cards. So if you want to do a project with maybe your kids, grandkids, with people who maybe have never stamped before, but they might have an interest in paper crafting, anybody can do these cards. I mean, in kindergarten, we learned how to put glue on a piece of paper and glue it down. This is what we're basically doing today. Of course, we're using dimensionals. But anyway, the feature today is using it's called Love Notes 6x6 Mix and Match. Say that 10 times fast. Mix and Match Designer Series paper. So I wanted to show you these beautiful pieces of paper. So there are 6 different two-sided designs on both sides. Double-sided is what I meant to say. There's 6 different ones, and there's 8 of each, which means that there's 48 sheets in the pack of paper. Math is hard for me, but I think I got that right. So what's really cool about this, you think, oh, that's really goofy looking. Well, what you do is you cut it. So there's like 3 by 3 squares. There's 1.5 by 3. I think, and there's also some other interesting sizes here too. But I wanted to show you guys this because I just think it's a lot of fun. And I lately am into very quick, simple, but cute cards, right? I mean, I love to craft. This way I can play with more products if I can get things done a little bit quicker. But I just love the colors in this paper too. I think it is so pretty. So I have some cards to share with you guys today that were inspired by Celine Kempton, a friend of mine. And then we're going to go ahead and venture out and design a couple of our own. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take because I always have for you what we're going to be making ahead of time. So I'm going to show you the card itself, and then we put it together. Well, today we're going to tweak the cards that we put together just slightly. And then I want you guys to vote on the cards and tell me. I'll be like 1 or 2. It'll be like an eye test. Okay. You know, speaking of those eye tests, I always feel like I'm under pressure. Like it stresses me out. I don't know. They look the same or they're close. Anyway, so this is the way our cards are going to be. They're going to be same, but they're not actually as close. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the designer series paper. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I love the colors in it. It features, as far as colors, Azure Afternoon, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Real Red, and Black. So those are the colors that we're using as far as our cardstock. Hey, Kathy. Happy Sunday Crafternoon. Good to see you. Also, we're going to razzle dazzle them up slightly with some rhinestones because we need sparkle in our world, right? So we'll be using that. And then I also wanted to show you guys these 2 folders because I think I used them both on the samples and possibly on the cards that we make today. So 2 of the 3 embossing folders are what I use. They're brand new. That's what I meant to say. Spit it out, Dawn. So this is Hearts of Love, and this is on a piece of Flirty Flamingo. But look at that folder. Isn't that pretty? That's a 3D folder. Whoops. By the way, I should probably make sure I can see what you guys are seeing. That would kind of be a good thing. Just a moment. Just a moment as we get this situated. Okay, there we go. Awesome. I love this embossing folder, and there's the item number for it in case you're looking for it. And then also, this one is not a 3D. And people are like, well, how can you tell between the two? This one is like thicker. I don't know if you can, let's see if we can show you here. Can you see the difference between them? This is a 3D. This one is not. So it just depends on what you need for your shims and your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, And then we have this one here all in a row. And this on basic white is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? It reminds me of quilting, kind of, sort of-ish. I like it. Okay, so anyway, just want to let you know those are new things we're using. So in case you have questions, you know what it was. So let's go ahead. First of all, what am I going to do here? Should I show these first? No, I think I'll show these after. Okay, I don't know. I'm talking to myself. If you guys want to chime in and help me answer, that would be great. Okay, so first card. I don't have them in any particular order here. So as you can see, I took one of the 3x3s, and I actually cut this down a little bit. I went ahead and took an eighth off of each side once I cut it out, because in my brain, that's how it works. I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet here. So hopefully I'm giving you some right instruction, destruction, all that good stuff. Okay. So I just did a lot of layering with cardstock. And like I said, there's absolutely no stamping here. So first of all, the card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have this lovely white piece of cardstock cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and use it as a little liner inside the card. Always looks more polished that way. And then we have a piece of Flirty Flamingo, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have basic white, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So 1/4 inch increments. I'm going to go ahead and put my Flirty Flamingo down first. I wonder who thinks of these names. Flirty Flamingo. Like, seriously, do flamingos flirt? I've never seen one do so, but you never know. Okay, there we go. And then I have this piece of designer paper from that pack. Here's the back side of it. The other part has a heart towards the top, I think. Anyway, this is cut at 3.5 by 3. And we're going to put it right down here, like so. And then I have a piece of real red, and this is cut at 4 by 1/2. We're going to go ahead and glue that down. Like I said, you guys, these are quick, simple cards. So if you need to get a lot of cards out for the upcoming Valentine holiday, this would be your ticket. Okay, so this is a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. This is a 2 7/8 inch square. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I'm glad you like it. This was kind of cute, but I like this side because it says, "Be mine." So we're going to go ahead, glue this little bugger down. And you know, I thought I did bows ahead of time, but apparently not. And where is my bow maker? Like, I freak out if I don't have it. I'm so dependent on that. Do you guys have one of those? Oh no, I seriously don't know where it went. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll put bows on this later, because I am not going to try to tie bows in front of you guys. There's no way. Without that, anyway. Like, what the heck did I do with it? My table's only so big. Like, I don't know. I know you guys get it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab my, my rhinestones here. And my Take Your Pick tool. We're just going to go ahead and bling this little guy up. That really bothers me. I keep looking around for it. I wonder if it's underneath my samples. Oh. I have a basket I always put all my Sunday stuff into, and it's not there either. So pretend, now this card isn't, oh, here we go. It is changed a little bit. So this has the bow, this doesn't. It's supposed to have a bow. Should we try it? So anyway, while I attempt to try to tie a bow without my bow maker, do you guys, which one do you like better? Can you see what the difference is? Sorry, I was reading what Kathy was typing. Me too, because I make them for all my cards. I do too. I spoil my customers and I make all their bows. I feel like I'm all fumble fingers, like I need my bow maker. Oh my lordy, no, that's not happening. Anyway, pretend that there's a bow on it. Which one do you guys like better? Do you like it with the green base or the red base? Green or red? Remember, this is interactive today, right? 1 or 2, green or red? Let me know. I like them both. But I'm really a pink girl, so this kind of shows off the flirty flamingo, I think, a little bit better than the green. And I'm more of a tonal person, so I'm all about this. No, I can't do it, Evelyn. I'm not even going to try. But it really bothers me. I wonder, did I cover it up? Like, I seriously don't. I was stamping all day yesterday. Literally from 9 a.m. till 7:30. I was planted in my stamp room. And I'll eventually show you guys why. But, okay. So Kathy says green. Evelyn says green. See, that's very unexpected, but I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and try the next one. So this one has a real subtle change, but nonetheless, again, it's tweaked. So here is the one that I made. Oops, I should put that there so I can have my cheat sheet near me. How fun is this, right? So we're going to go ahead, and I have all my pieces cut ahead of time. Well, there's a bow for this one. I don't know. Go figure. Who knows what I was doing when I prepped this like days ago. Okay, so the card base for this card is Cherry Cobbler, cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our white, basic white piece, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Go ahead and put that in place, get it out of the way. So you're going to notice what I decided to do was use this pattern instead of this one, the stripes. This, I really do like that though. It's very organic as far as watercolor. But I thought I had, you'll notice once you start cutting these pieces, if you have this pack of paper, let me show you something. You're going to start to have all of these bits and pieces. So I just started scattering them out on my table and playing. And I thought, you know what, instead of using this was cut from, I think, the previous card that we just did. This was part of the face of that sheet or piece of paper. Anyway, oh boy, I got my thread going all over. I want to make sure I did cut that right. So this is cut at 1.5 by 5.5, and you can see there's those little thingy-bobbies on the opposite side, which I hate to cover them up, but So the card base on this is a little darker. This was Flirty Flamingo, and then using Cherry Cobbler for the matting. So I decided this time we're going to use white and Cherry Cobbler, no, white and Real Red, that's what it was, to frame these. So these little guys are cut down to 1.5 by 3, and then I cut these 1/4 of an inch larger, although they look bigger. But Yeah, they're supposed to be 3 1/8 by 1 7/8 as far as the mats on each of these. And then each of these little critters are 1 1/2 by 3. So let's go ahead and we're going to mat these first, and then we'll put the card all together. There we go. And there's another one. And then for this one, I chose for the middle piece to do it in real red. You know what? That's true, Kathy. I agree with you because there's so many choices, unless you just cut ahead of time and then you get them going, right, with this, and then they start to get it and then it clicks. I mean, you know, it took me just a couple minutes to warm up to it and cutting the paper and just cutting the elements out of the paper. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, this is fun. So anyway, we're going to line these up like so on our card. Isn't that fun? Ta-da! So we're going to go ahead and glue these. So what are you guys thinking? Do you like the flirty flamingo background? Let's see. I'm going to put this right about there-ish. Or do you like the cherry cobbler background as I put this together here? There we go. I wanted to make sure I was going to have enough room there. Usually I leave them down on my card so I know right where I'm going with these. There we go. And then I've already tied a double bow, a matter of fact. Look at me go. Like I said, I don't understand why I lost. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. We're going to put this on here like so, because it's always better with a bow, I say. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the rhinestones and make it a little bit blingy. And let's see, we'll put this one over here. Okay, so that is card number 2. So do you guys like flirty flamingos with the stripes, or cherry cobbler with the, what would you call that? Argyle? Crissy Crossy? I don't know. All right. Evelyn says she likes the cherry cobbler. Kathy loves the stripes. I like this piece a lot. Yeah, I'm with you there. So anyway, something a little different, right? Same yet different. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another card. We're cruising right along, you guys. So yeah, I have 4 cards, and then I have some other samples to show you. So it could really kick it into gear. What's really cool about this is the DSP pack, Designer Series Paper Pack, excuse me, is $12.50. And then just getting some minor things that you might already have on hand, like an embellishment like rhinestones, something blingy, and some cardstocks, and mixing and matching them. That's one thing I always loved about Stampin' Up! And we got into a discussion about this yesterday with some other like-minded stampers. Sue says cherry cobbler. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thanks for chiming in and, yeah, being interactive with me. I like that, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. But anyway, what always caught my eye was Stampin' Up! Was the coordination of product. And the cool thing about it is that Stampin' Up! Puts together color combinations in their Designer Series paper that I would never think of trying. But when you do put it together, all of a sudden it's like, wow, those go together. But anyway, so here's our next card. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is that all, what was it called again? It's, of course, on the very bottom. Oh, my goodness. I was trying to do this one-handed here. So, again, I use this on the white. It's not showing very much, but this is what it is that new embossing folder. So this is the original. Now we're going to change it up just a tad, and you guys let me know which one you like better, the original or the one that we're going to make. Let's see here. First of all, this is part of the designer series paper. It's on the back of one of the sheets with a big heart. Or no, it's one of the 3x3s, excuse me. And I just decided I wanted this typewriter font. So I just cut it off from the 3x3 square so I could use it on my card. And then we have this cute little element. I love these balloons. I would love to have heart balloons. These are again 1.5 by 3, and then I cut these 1/8 of an inch larger on each side. So we're going to go ahead and again glue these together. And just like so. I don't know why I'm having a hard time grabbing my paper. And then I have a little bit of glue on my finger, which isn't helping. So it's like a sticky situation here. Okay, there's another. And let's do the last one here. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear. Pearl is outside and the mister has the shovel on the deck. And the deck is right next to my window. And apparently she thinks that she needs to help. So she screeches at the shovel and it sounds like someone's hurting her, but she's actually having a lot of fun. She's a crazy dog, I tell ya. Okay, so I'm gonna put these on like so. I say I'm gonna scoot that a little bit more. Whoops. And this one, just a tinge more. Is that a word? A tinge. Okay, so we're going to not use the white background and just see if we can get these balloons to pop. We're going to use the sentiment, but I guess I should glue that. I decided to use real red for the matte on the sentiment instead of the black. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Just like so. And I do have a bow. So one apparently ran away when I was doing the first card. So we're going to go ahead and glue this together. By the way, oops, I forgot to tell you that's a basic black card base. And I forgot to glue the inner piece. We'll do that in a minute. We'll get these glued first. There we go. And one more. And then I'm going to attach the sentiment with dimensionals. Oops. And peel those little buggers off. Oops. What do you guys think? Let's offset it. I do like that. Yeah. Okay. And then our double bow with our linen thread. I love linen thread. Linen thread goes with absolutely everything, doesn't it? Okay. And then, of course, we're going to add our bling. So I wanted to put a little bit of bling on each little heart here. Thought that would be kind of cute. So how many of you guys do have this designer series paper pack? I'm curious. I just love it. Like I could do cards like this for hours and have so many different combinations when you just change up the color or change the mat behind it, all that. Okay, so we're done with that one. Do you guys prefer the one with the white behind that's embossed, or the black without the extra matte of the white? So 1 or 2, white matte or no matte. Kathy says she likes the white matting behind it. I like them both. This does seem a little more plain. This would be a good guide card, right? For sure. Evelyn says she likes the matte. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, let's go ahead. We have one more, and then I have some other samples to show you as well. This was a fun one because obviously the little coffee cup there, isn't that just adorable? So this is, oh wait, I forgot, like I said, this piece. We better do this because then that way it's just done. So by the way, the basic black piece was cut at, again, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then this inside piece of basic white is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, on to this one. So for this, I use that embossing folder, which is called Hearts of Love. I don't know why I cannot remember this. But anyway, that's what I used on the Flirty Flamingo mat on this card. And again, I cut out these little elements from the designer series paper. And this, I believe, yes, it was a 3 by 3. I cut it down to 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, I believe. And I matted it in Gorgeous Grape. Now this is a color I have not used in a while. Like there could have been a little bit of dust on the packaging of Gorgeous Grape. I have not given Gorgeous Grape any love, but it was a color that's featured in the designer paper. I'm like, yeah, I get to use Gorgeous Grape finally. Hello there, Carolyn. Carolyn said number 2. She liked the one without the mat. Hey, I like that. Hey, thanks for popping on and saying hello and stuff and hanging out. So this card here, I can't talk today. Again, every time I get live with you guys. So it's Gorgeous Grape, Flirty Flamingo, and Basic White. 3 colors. Again, no stamping. So this piece here, this is 3 by, I believe, 1.5 again. No? Yeah. Kinda. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do is something just a tad different on this card. So I still have my 2 elements, and we'll go ahead, we'll put those together first. So I believe I cut this down by 1/8 of an inch. So it's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and then 3 by 3 on the Gorgeous Grape. And then we have our sentiment, which is 1.5 by 3. And then I cut the mat just 1/8 of an inch larger. So we have our sentiment for our card. And then went ahead and again embossed all those cute little hearts on Flirty Flamingo. And I took this piece. Isn't that cute? You'll see that in another card that I have as a sample. But I really like this. So I thought what we would do is add it here. Okay? Something just a little bit different. Just a tiny tweaker. I'm going to go ahead, glue this down. We're going to put it middle-ish. And by the way, this is 4 by, what is it? I don't remember, and I didn't write it down. Oh, that's right, because I was going by the sample. And I decided to deviate. So this is 4 by 2.5 on this piece of designer series paper. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to attach these with dimensionals. The dimensionals are even sticking to my finger that has multi-purpose liquid glue on it. It's kind of funny. Walking around with dimensionals on my fingers. All right, there we go. And because we have already popped this up on dimensionals, I'm going to layer this. We only want dimensionals on this side so it doesn't sit kittywampus, right? We want it flush. So I'm going to put dimensionals just on this end and then a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on the right side. So on the left side, we'll add a couple of dimensionals, and then a little bit of glue, and put that there like so. And again, I tied my bow. See, things are always so much better when my bows are tied in advance. You get me without a pre-tied bow and I'm just all out of sorts. Okay, there we go. And we're just gonna put that right there. And then I'm gonna bring my bling in. And let's see, we'll put this one here, and I'm gonna put one on that little heart on the coffee drink. Oh, isn't that cute? Like, I love it. Okay, so a very minor tweak. We added designer series paper here to the back. So which do you guys like better? Without the designer paper or with? 1 or 2? I do. I need some baby wipes close by because I'm always getting glue on my fingers. Okay, Kathy says without the additional mini mat. Okay, that's fair. That's cool. Like I said, I thought, you know, what can I do different on this one? So again, you can totally change the look of your cards with just that little bit of a tweak, right? And absolutely no stamping on these, which is kind of fun. It's kind of freeing and something different, which I'm always all about that. So let's go ahead and show you guys just a few more samples here. So I made this one here. So that's where I got that little typewritten sentiment. I just chopped it off between the heart and the sentiment and used it. Like number 2, Evelyn said number 2 with the additional designer paper behind it. That gorgeous grape and flirty flamingo. Who would think putting those 2 colors together would look really cool? But they really do work for Valentine's Day, don't they? So there's this one here, similar to the other layout that we did on the very first card that we made together. And then this one using circles. So I used the 1 7/8 and 2 inch and 2 3/8 inch circles on this one. And different, and using this pattern here instead, and using gorgeous grape and azure, however you pronounce it, afternoon. That's an odd color combination, but it works. Or maybe they just click. How did you like that segue? This is really super cute. It hits the shutter bug in me, and I put a little bling right on the camera there. I thought that was kind of fun. And of course, adding a bow. And I love this particular pattern in there as well. I think it's so cute. And then there's this one here. And this is putting the azure afternoon with flirty flamingo. I mean, who would think, right? With a little bit of red, but it works. Very cute. And I think the white kind of grounds it as well. And then we have this one here, which I think is adorable, and flirty flamingo and garden green together. And again, this is another one of the elements in the designer series paper. So let's go ahead, let's bring them all back. We have just a few cards here, right? And I'll bring these in. I'm gonna move this out of the way. We'll move these upward, and then we'll scatter these, and whoops, that, and I don't know, which is your absolute favorite card? There we go. Really pressure you guys. Anyway, just a few Valentine card ideas for you using this really cool designer series paper pack. The pack of paper is only $12.50, and then you mix your cardstocks you already have on hand, and you can really whoops, there's all my cheat sheets. You can really put together a pile of cards. Thank you so much, Kathy. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I hope that, go ahead, you guys, use these ideas. Case away, seriously. That's what it's all about. But anyway, if you do see anything that you would like to grab up, make sure to, once again, visit my online store. Remember, bonus days are going on. Also, the product of the month and the bundle of the month that I personally will give as a gift for your shopping with me at the $75 mark. And once again, if you decide you'd like to grab all the things and get a discount, make sure to scan the QR code there. And then this is for my store. So anyway, you guys have a super awesome week. Thanks, Kristen. And I will see you next Sunday, crafternoon. Have a lot of fun. Evelyn says the bottom right card. This one right here is her favorite. I think it's kind of pretty too. It's just kind of different, you know? All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks again for hopping on and spending a little bit of time with me, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.